am sitting on $5 million in cash and competing for it. Open the gates!
What really happened at Beast Games? I'm going to tell you. The one guy grabs a flag and he yells, "Rest in peace, Juice WRLD." It was totally not cool. I'm glad they're calling it out, but it was even worse than this. We go running in, people are grabbing money, throwing it in the air. They didn't have a ton of time to process the game. She deserves the money. They're rewriting history with these voiceovers. I don't think they're telling the whole truth. I'll tell you the whole truth. My name's Adam Dunlap. I competed in this YouTube video, survived, made it to the Amazon Prime show, and I'm going to give you all the behind-the-scenes details and facts that are going to blow your mind. Let's get to it.
I am sitting on $5 million in cash.
That was actual money, and there were security guards around it the whole time. And one time someone ran up the stairs and security grabbed it. It was really funny.
And competing for it, open the gates! Are these 2,000 contestants? What you are witnessing is just the start of something never before seen in history. 2,000 people are about to battle in a series of trials for a spot in my 10-episode
Two things here. Number one, we had no idea what the trials were, how many trials there were going to be. We knew literally nothing. Also, he says here that the Prime Video series called Beast Games is what you compete in if you survive this YouTube video. That's not at all how it was presented to us. Even until this very moment of watching this video, it was all Beast Games. But now they're saying, oh, this is my YouTube video. 1,000 people who survived get to go to Beast Games. This was Beast Games. This is Beast Games. So they changed some things, but it is.
Prime Video series called Beast Games. Ladies and gentlemen, look to your left and look to your right. 1,000 of you will be eliminated by the end of this video. But for the other half of you moving on to Beast Games, one of you will walk away with the life-changing, record-shattering grand prize of $5 million. And our first game is Drop the Curtains. The first challenge of these trials is going to test your strength.
My arms hurt looking at that.
I need all of you to split up into 5 groups of 400. Whichever group is the last to lift that 10,000-pound boulder across that finish line is eliminated.
Let's go!
Group up, group up. We got a strategy going. The strong ones are at the right.
This team was made to break backs, break dreams, and crush spirits.
I'm gonna be so for real. I don't think I'm cut out for this.
400 of you are about to be.
So I was on Orange team. My strategy in this game was kind of hung back and waited to see who the strongest teams were. Because inevitably, the really strong guys kind of ran to the front of the lines. It was pretty clear that the orange team and the pink team were clearly the strongest. I ended up grabbing an orange jersey. There was a lot of tension of what's going to happen.
Eliminated.
Home is not an option.
Guys, this is for $5 million. We don't want to be the first out.
Yeah.
Go!
With our team, the orange team, as soon as we pulled, the ball started to move and we kind of fell backwards because it moved so easy. And then we spontaneously all started running backwards. So the strategy all fell apart in the best way.
Go, we got it.
Last boulder to touch the top is eliminated.
Let's go!
Run! Oh my gosh, that was insanely quick.
Let's go, green!
3 teams reached the finish line. It's now down to yellow and red. Which one of you is going home? Come on, red!
Come on, we're losing. We're doing it right. We're doing it.
Keep going. Run! We have to go backward. We have to go backward.
So red team lost. I was a bit concerned being on orange because I thought the pink team was a lot stronger than us and they had better leadership and better organization. But there was other people who said, no. I looked at the red team and I knew they were going to lose. It seemed like it was all the leftover people and a lot of older people and a lot of smaller people. And I think if you just looked at the comparative size, the conclusion was, oh yeah, red's going to lose.
That's yellow! Oh no!
Red just lost out on this chance to win $5 million.
Oh man, that was like one thing I told myself. I don't want to eliminate this challenge.
It flipped from tension to pandemonium. Like, it's like your team just won the championship. When there was cameras, they're not showing up, but we rushed the camera and we're screaming and shouting. It was absolutely amazing. And then, of course, the team that lost was totally despondent. A lot of people were crying and really, really sad. And I don't blame them.
Team, I'm sorry you got eliminated, but to make it feel a little better, we're going to give you all $2,000 for coming out. And that goes for all of you. Every single one of you will receive $2,000 just for showing up. That's right, it's 3 minutes into the video, and we've already given away $800,000. And with a total of 2,000 contestants competing, that means we're going to be giving away $4 million throughout Beast Game just for contestants showing up. So as these trials were heating up, and some people chose to go home early.
It really is my time to step out. 24 hours. I did it. I did a day.
At least they got to walk away with $2,000.
After the first challenge, some people just started to leave. My guess is somewhere around 20 people or something left between the first and second challenge just because they didn't want to be there anymore.
Which might be a big brain move because these trials are only going to get more intense. Congratulations on passing the first challenge. Don't you just love your teams? Yellow team, don't you love each other? Green, orange, pink. Unfortunately for challenge 2, your teammates will be your opponents.
So the boulder lift ends, and it's so late that they shut down the production. This is really what happened. And we went to sleep. We slept on the floor of Allegiant Stadium. We all still have our jerseys. They give us sleeping bags. We all fall asleep. The next day we wake up, and we're in Allegiant Stadium until 8 or 9 or 10 p.m. before we start the second game. But we didn't just start the second game. We had to refilm the ending of the first game. So these shots with Mr. Beast standing there saying, hey, you're going to be competing against your own team, that was announced the next day. So in that somewhere between 16 and 20 hours of waiting, this unity formed. Some people were leading team meetings. There was team chants. There was all sorts of things of people together rah-rahing the team. I was like, guys, we don't even know the next game. We might be pinned against each other. And then it's like, yep, just what I thought. Like, we're competing against each other now.
Bring out the briefcases. Only pink team, stand around the red border, come on over. In front of you is a sea of briefcases. Some say eliminated, some say safe. On the Jumbotron, we are going to quickly show which briefcases are safe and which are eliminated. Your goal is to memorize where the safe briefcases are and claim one before someone else does. Think fast.
Pink team got to go first, which orange team thought was weird because we won. So we said, shouldn't we be able to go first? But I think they just literally did it in the order that we were lined up. Because pink team was first, they didn't have a ton of time to process the game like orange did. And even if they processed it, it's different from actually watching the game play out. So we actually were in the best position as the orange team to analyze it and then develop a strategy, which is what I did.
And run faster. Because of the 400 people on each team, 50 of you will end up with an eliminated briefcase. All right, reveal the map.
Okay, the second row.
7. That's row number 7.
Yeah. She's counting in like, okay, that's 3. Okay, where am I? 1, 2, 3. Okay, row 7 or whatever. Like we're all counting and trying to figure out. Hopefully you count right.
Briefcase in mind. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, it's like I see you people. Oh, okay.
Hopefully this is what I think it is. If it's not, then I'm gonna find someone to blame.
What's in that case?
I have no clue what's in there.
So your chance to win $5 million completely relies on this case either being safe or eliminated, and you have no clue.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Now that everyone has a case, it is time to find out what your fate is.
It took a long time to arbitrate who got what case. They had to pull up video to figure out who actually touched the briefcase first. They showed the video to the pair, and then the person then had to run and find another briefcase. They have no idea if that's a green or red briefcase. And a lot of people knew what the briefcase was. Other people truly had no idea what was in their briefcase.
Will that briefcase in front of you let you move on? Or will it be costing you this life-changing $5 million? 3, 2, 1, reveal! Congratulations to the 350 of you that see green, but to the 50 of you that see red, you have been eliminated. I'm sorry, but I need you to head over to the exit.
I thought I was
I think I had a friend on the pink team who was eliminated and didn't get to see her. They just kind of left. And there's so many people that, you know, afterwards you're looking for your friends and they're just gone. You just don't see them. It's pretty sad, actually.
I was not expecting this. I thought I was running far.
I'm safe. I'm actually safe.
I did it. I'm safe. This is so amazing.
Pink team, you can head back to your lane. Eliminated players, collect your $2,000 and head out. With 50 players now eliminated from the pink.
I'm on orange team here, and you can see in the bottom left corner, we're all trying to get to the front because we realize if I'm the first one out of kind of my lane, then I can get to a place and hold my spot on the line, and then I can grab briefcase. There's really not enough space for everyone to claim a briefcase, obviously. You have to claim the second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth or something, and so you're going to be bunched together. So what happened was there were some of us that were standing near the front, and then slowly people were like, I want to get to the front. So then people started to kind of move to the left and move outside of the lines. And this got especially prominent with the green team and the yellow team. The pink team was pretty organized. The orange team was very strategic. And then after us, it just got crazy.
Pink team, we reshuffled the briefcases in a new order and sent orange team to the same fate. All right, orange team, I hope you're all ready for this. Throw up the map.
Take the early ones, I'll go far.
Okay, I'm really nervous. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm telling you, it felt way more chaotic. In our case, we had a pretty good team and we just dominated a line. So you could imagine there was a line here and we're at the top here. And then if you have 3 people, then you could say, okay, you kind of control the line because you control the flanks of the line. And so you could imagine where the first person and you're going to get the first briefcase, and then the person to the right gets the second, and the person to the left gets the third. So if you flank a line and you work together, we were able to get briefcases. Those are people that didn't have that teamwork or couldn't secure a line with friends. Those were the ones that really had to fight. But we knew once we were told to run that we were going to get our briefcase because we all worked together.
I'm really saying this is good.
Let's see who's going on to compete for $5 million. Open them up. What'd you get?
Oh, there I am. I just saw myself. That's really cool. I'm wearing like a headband or something. That's fun. I don't know I was in the video. I watched it once and didn't see myself, but there I was. That's pretty cool.
Let's go! With the orange team winners moving on, we of course gave the eliminated players $2,000 each.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming out.
Oh my God.
And then sent green up to the chopping block. Reveal the map!
I'm going for this one right here.
I'm gonna go over there.
Yellow, you guys know.
Green team was rough. As the game went on, each group, there was more pressure because you knew the game better. You knew what you wanted to do, and there's other people who knew what they wanted to do. So there was competition to be first to the line or to claim your case or whatever. And so what happened with green team is they're all busting at the seams to jump across the line and grab their case. And a bunch of people false started and they had to call everybody back. I think people like hit each other and you'll see some of the towers fall over. It started to get seriously out of hand, seriously out of hand.
Nervous back there? Make sure you pay attention. It's very important.
Look at all of them. They're all studying it as hard as they can.
Go!
Yes.
3, 2, 1, reveal! What did you get? While another 50 players were eliminated from the green team, I had something diabolical in store for this final round. Yellow team, remember when I told you to pay attention? Yellow, make sure you pay attention. It's very important. You guys are gonna use the same pattern green used, but we're only gonna show the map for a couple seconds.
Okay, so originally they said they weren't going to show them the map, but once they got out there was kind of complaints. We, in some ways, didn't care, being the orange team, whatever. We've already moved on, we survived, but it seemed pretty diabolical, and it definitely seemed quite unfair. So they ended up showing them the map for a couple seconds, which helped, but didn't help that much. They were still at a big disadvantage.
Yeah, I can't believe this is not it.
This is so ridiculous.
Everybody stand around the edge.
I'll say it. We're locking in.
Flash the map.
I'm going to that row. I'm going to that row.
Go!
It was pandemonium. Yellow was pandemonium. They got increasingly more chaotic. It was probably the worst of Beast Games, to be frank, because it was like every man for themselves and people breaking rules. I actually felt that they should have kicked some yellow people out because of the way they were behaving and things they were doing, but they didn't. They'd let the game play itself out.
Everybody's strategy on this one was just to run. Nobody down there looks confident at all.
All right, everyone has a briefcase. Let's find out if you're competing for $5 million or heading out. 3, 2, 1, open your briefcase. Oh my gosh. For those of you that got green, you are all moving on to the next challenge.
I've got a question! How does it feel to be winners?
And that is the end of challenge number 2. Let's get some rest before the next challenge.
So I think they intended to shoot all the challenges in 2 days. I'm not entirely sure. Clearly, things started to delay themselves. So I guarantee the production did not think it was going to take as long to play this game as it did.
Man, a long day. Finally get to sleep. We're sleeping here by the money. We're trying to manifest it. We ride together. We sleep together. We win together.
Sleep well, everyone. You're going.
The first night, a lot of people woke up pretty early. After this game, I think I kind of groggily woke up around maybe 9:30 or something, maybe 10 o'clock. Hardly anybody was up. We were exhausted.
Going to need your strength for this next challenge.
I will do whatever it takes for my family and for my tribe.
I don't think there's anything I wouldn't do to win this money.
Congratulations to all 1,400 of you for making it this far. We have 2 more challenges in this audition for my new Prime Video show, Beast Games.
See, again, they're saying it's an audition for Beast Games. It was not an audition for Beast Games. I'm thinking it might be some legal thing because there was a lot of people who were pretty mad. I think there was like 5 people that actually sued Mr. Beast over this YouTube video that happened. So I think maybe for legal reasons, they were changing the language. But what happened at Allegiant Stadium, this YouTube video is Beast Games. And they're rewriting history with these voiceovers, which at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to me. And everyone who was there knows they were a part of Beast Games. But if you were part of the 2000, you were in Beast Games. And now they're doing this separation.
The rules for Challenge 3 are simple. We are placing flags across the playing field in front of you. You will need to capture a flag in order to move on. There's 1,400 of you and 1,100 flags. This means 300 of you will be eliminated. So we'll be setting out a different number of flags each round until all 1,100 are captured. But once you cross the red line, you have to capture a flag or you are eliminated.
You get a flag or you go home. No $5 million.
Run as fast as I can, get to a flag, snatch it as quick as possible.
This is the one thing that I was on camera with. I kind of avoided the camera. I was zoned in. Some people were vying for camera time, and that's not me. But this is the one thing where they came up to me and I told them my strategy, and I had a mathematical strategy. And I think what I said was, as long as I execute, 100% I advance. Because I knew I was one of the fastest runners there. And so I knew all I had to do was wait for the opportunity when I knew I could get a flag and then execute.
There are only 10 flags on the field for this first round. There's a lot more than 10 of you. So if you're not fully committed to go now, it's your last chance to step back. And
okay, this exemplifies the problem with this game. So if you think about the game from a game theory perspective, having it been a new game, the game equally gave value to fast runners and slow runners if the slow runners were strategic. So if you had a max speed, 100 max speed, you were going to get a flag no matter when you ran. Likewise, if you were really slow but you had perfect strategy, you could get a flag. But they hammered home the strategy, which ultimately weighted the game towards the fast runners. There's a lot of rounds. You don't have to rush. Take your time. Don't rush. Don't rush. Don't rush. And the result was, as you're about to see.
Wait for a better chance in the later rounds.
Not go on the first round, not go on the second round, not go on the third round.
We're about to start round 1.
What if you both go for the same flag?
You better move faster.
As soon as I blow this horn, the round will begin.
Oh, look.
What is this guy doing? That guy who ran sideways?
Whoa!
Barely anybody went.
Oh, look, those two are racing for flag 1.
Oh, we got a collision.
Yeah!
Let's go number 10. Let's go number 10, baby.
10 flags were captured and 2 people were eliminated.
Every game that they played here, they hired people to mock play these games. And what they found was a ton of people jumped on the very first one. But it was something like if they put out 10 flags the first time, 40 people jumped the line to try to get those 10 flags. So what they realized as production is, well, we have a problem here. Problem is if everybody jumps to get the flags and we have a ton of people eliminated, and let's say there's 200 flags left and there's only 205 people left. Well, it's just not compelling anymore. So I think they put the production first, which was, hey, let's tell everybody the strategy so not everybody gets out. But then that came at the cost for the people that weren't very fast. I was fast, so I knew I'm going to get a flag. But people who were slow needed to have the advantage of the hubris of the fast runners getting themselves out because they were competing for a flag. And they pretty much squelched it by telling everybody to calm down, which really wasn't fair.
Thank you for coming out. And for the 10 of you that captured a flag, congratulations! You've secured a spot in our final game.
Only 12 people went for this.
People are way smarter than I thought. I thought hundreds of people were going to go.
We started off a little tame. Now let's get crazy. For the second round, we're going to bring out 50 flags. A lot of people are about to be eliminated.
You're all going this time?
Yes.
You're calling out your flag?
Yes.
Yeah. I got 47. Do not go to 49. We got 24. I've been calling 24.
What happened spontaneously was that we'd work together and you'd call your flag. So you'd be in a group at the front of the line. Once you got to the front of the line, which was a process in and of itself, and then you would say, all right, I got that one, you got that one, you got that one. We'd kind of call it out because none of us wanted to go to a flag and have somebody beat us to the flag. And so by claiming the flag, you kind of said, hey, that's mine. And then people backed off. It was a way to ensure that we survived.
They're all picking flags. They're all trying to be strategic, but like, if one person is not on the same page, you all lose $5 million.
All right, round 2. 50 flags on the field. Oh,
There it goes, there it goes. Oh, you went for it.
oh my gosh, so many people are getting flags.
This is insane.
There's only a few flags left. Who's going to get the last one?
You see number 20 right there? Yes, sir. Let's go.
So the numbers that we got the flags became our numbers in the Prime show. So I ended up getting number 600, which I can tell you about in a second. This guy, I don't know if he made it to the Prime show, but if he did, then he had number 20 on his jersey when he got there. 1,000 people made the Amazon Prime show. 1,100 people made it past this one. So if you had, for example, flag number 1,050, then you'd be given a different number for the Amazon Prime show.
Go. All 50 flags have been captured and 5 people were eliminated. Remember, the longer you wait, the worse your odds could get. Let's do this. And they're off.
Oh boy. Oh.
So far, most people that cross the red line end up getting a flag. And not many people have actually been eliminated.
I think that's 8 eliminates on that one. I see you all in the back, so you're thinking if you wait until the end, your odds will be way better.
But it's not playing out that way.
And with the people on the front lines calling dibs on their flag.
307. I have 307.
274.
284. Got it. He's got it.
I don't know. I'm going for whatever.
The number of flags left is dropping fast, which means the chances of getting a flag are getting worse and worse.
This is insane. Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
Who's gonna get the last flag?
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
One of the reasons people were waiting it out was because they were working together.
The group wants me to put it right here. Okay.
Taking turns letting each other grab a flag.
It doesn't make sense. Like, why are people being so nice? It's $5 million.
Eventually, you're gonna have to betray each other.
Not really. Eventually, you didn't have to betray each other. Eventually, it would just be a competition if everyone communicated. But I do know one person that betrayed somebody, and I basically avoided him for the next game and swore that I would avoid him in the Amazon Prime show as well. He was like laughing about it. He's like, yeah, I said I was going to get this flag, but I got this one, and the girl got out. And I was like, not cool.
Someone has to go home. Someone has to go home. And as the rounds go on and the number of flags left drop, the tension skyrockets. Oh, they're both going. No! But you tripped on yourself.
Yeah, I did.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I mean, this has got to be the most insane challenge we have ever done.
Oh my God!
That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
There's one guy, I was standing in like the winner's line over here, probably just a little bit off screen, maybe right in front of where this guy was. There's one guy grabs a flag and he yells, he goes, "Rest in peace, Juice World!" And it was hilarious. And I mean, you could make a 2-hour episode easy on all the drama and all the strategy and all the thinking and all the runs and competitions and people falling and tumbling. This isn't even the tip of the iceberg. Like, I think the best moments aren't even here. It was an incredible game. Absolutely incredible.
Here's what the line looked like at the start of the challenge, and look at it now. There's 179 of you left and only 100 flags. Let's dwindle the numbers a little more. Bring out 50 flags. This is where the strategy comes out. We only have 2 rounds left, so you can either go right now or take your chances in our final round. The question is, if you wait another round, will your odds get better or will they get worse? Let's have some fun. And they're off.
They're going. They're going. Get a flag. Get a flag.
There are only a few flags left.
There it is. There it is. She got it. She got it.
There are 115 people still on the line.
See, the odds got tougher and tougher and tougher to survive unless you were fast. I realized it would have been a pretty baller move, like if you had been fast and then just waited till the last round, because that would have really tested your skill. It'd be a challenge within the challenge, right? Because you have to kind of suppress your fear. The pressure was there.
This will be the final round. Bring out the 50 remaining flags.
There's 115 people left. Only 50 people are gonna make it to this side of the ring.
With their spot at Beast Games on the line, everyone was primed and ready for our final round.
Lock in. Lock in.
Everyone's locked in. They're gonna go for it.
And in this crucial point in this competition, I made the worst mistake I possibly could have. I handed the mic to my friend Carl.
Yo!
Okay, this is diabolical. They're going to call it out, but I don't think they're telling the whole truth. I'll tell you the whole truth.
What's up, Mama? What'd I do?
Everyone thought you said go, Carl.
I said yo, bro. That was like 50 people who got out. I said yo!
Throughout this whole challenge, it's been very clear that blowing the horn starts each round. Obviously, not Carl yelling yo. Wow.
Thanks, Jimmy.
I wasn't the one with the microphone. Holy crap.
Wow, that's brutal.
Dude, all Carl said was yo.
Your yo eliminated 31 people.
It's always the air horn. Why would they leave on yo?
You know,
The reason why this was so brutal was they hadn't done this the whole time. I suspected that they were going to try to false start people, which again would have favored the strategic people, but they didn't. And so then here, when it happened, it was like, dude, you got out. Like, in essence, the people that were most disadvantaged by the game, you just got a ton of them out. But it was worse than that. It's not like he just yelled yo and people jumped. It was time to go, and they juked people. But by doing it at the end against, you could say, the most vulnerable people in the game, not cool. Like, it was totally not cool. I'm glad they're calling it out, but it was even worse than this.
what cheers up sad people that just lost a challenge? $2,000. I teamed up with Moneyline. Finally, flag 1100. After this round, the challenge is over. The final round of this challenge. $5 million on the line. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh! Run! The last flag has been captured. Congratulations to the 1,100 of you who are moving on to our final challenge, the most cutthroat challenge yet.
The game was super cutthroat. It was weird. After that, we then took the flags. We were told to hold on to the actual flag itself. We walked upstairs, and there was some deep level of emotional, psychological, I don't know, exhaustion. I had friends who were eliminated in this game, and at that point, I remember feeling like I didn't want to play anymore because I was so sad, which was so weird. And that's not like me at all. But I think that a lot of people felt really exhausted by this game. I felt like I wanted to cry even though I had won, but not cry that I had won like I was victorious, but just all this pent-up emotion from a game that was fun in a lot of ways, but then a lot of good people lost.
It's our final night at Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders, and we're ready for the final trial before Beast Games.
Outside of like doing crazy things, this is a piece of history that I'll always be able to look back on, that I'll always be able to reflect on and say, dude, I am on a Mr. Beast video.
All right. The 1,000 of you that pass this final challenge will move on to compete in our 10-episode Prime Video series. Every single episode in that show is bigger than the biggest YouTube video I have ever done. The scale of this show is unbelievable. We built an entire city. We're giving away a private island, and we've got the biggest prizes in entertainment history. But standing between you and my Beast Games TV show is one final challenge. I need all of you to split up into groups of 100. This challenge has nothing to do with strength or speed. It is all about trust.
They just said it's not about strength or speed, it's all about trust. We didn't believe them. And the reason we didn't believe them was because from our perspective, they had not told us the truth on previous games. For example, when we were lining up for the Briefcase game, when we were in our lanes getting ready to run out, people were kind of pushing their way to the front, trying to get around. And they said, guys, it doesn't change your chance of winning if you're first out. Trust us. And so, the pink team was pretty civil. And after that, we realized you guys are full of it. Of course it matters. And so they did this with every game. They gave us information to calm us down. But ultimately, it got to this point, and I'm like, I literally don't believe you. It probably has a strength component. It probably has a speed component. Because everything else you've told us wasn't fully true either.
Who you pick could cost you your spot in Beast Games and your shot at $5 million. By the end of this challenge, one of you will backstab your entire team.
This is voiceover after. He did not say this. All they said was get in groups of 100. And then they said, this has nothing to do with strength or speed. That's all they said. They told us nothing. So we got in this group, and now for the audience, they're saying someone's going to backstab your entire team. If they said that, it would have been after we were on the platforms.
So I'm looking for trust, but it's hard to trust when you don't know people.
Don't let people join the side! And don't leave it!
One of our teammates. I don't even know who he is. I've never talked to this guy.
They're not trusting the rest of the group, and they're coming to our group, and then they're not trusting our group. I don't trust those people.
It's kind of depressing that my survival in this competition is based on these people.
Who was the last person to join?
One of the guys is basically saying, hey, 10K, I'm an easy buyout. We can't trust him.
Can't trust everybody, but I trust myself. That's all that matters.
I am very confident in this group we have here. I don't think anybody's going to fold. We're going to make it to that show no matter what.
We want to be the people that are going to Amazon. There's nothing that can make me turn my back on my team.
It's time for challenge number 4. They're not going to be cheering much longer. Starting now, if you step off your platform, you will be eliminated, and so will your entire platform. Everyone knows the rules. Good luck.
Brutal. So we're sitting on the platforms. They hadn't announced it yet, and we're theorizing. And one of my theories was it was going to be something about like the number of people that step off the platform, which is kind of a game they used later in the Amazon Prime show. Go check it out. But in this case, and they just said just one person. And that was pretty like, oh, dang it. And then a lot of us became really suspicious of people on the platform. I wasn't going to jump. I knew I wasn't going to jump. But other people, you're just looking around and you're like sizing people up. Are they skittish? What do they look like? What's their energy? And let's hope they don't jump.
I will not leave this platform for anything.
All we have to do is outlast those groups.
Better not do it. I'll be so mad if you leave. We can do that.
Been about a minute, and you haven't been eliminated. That's good. Who's the weak link here? How's this corner doing?
We don't want money. We don't want money.
I didn't offer money. I love how they all have their own chance. I haven't even offered anything, but I probably will.
We will not be bought.
Anybody want to get out? Okay, I guess I'll go get a bunch of money. I'll be right back. Honestly, I don't normally get nervous before filming, but this one is freaking me out. One person's about to receive a lot of money, and 99 other people are going to be very sad.
Yeah, when they pulled the money out, again, I'm in the top left corner of the screen here. They pulled it out on this left side, so I was able to see it first. And it was like, oh, you didn't know exactly what it was, but you knew there was a lot of money.
This is going to be heart-wrenching. I brought 3 separate bribes out here. I'm not offering this right now. To be clear, none of them are in play. I just want to show you what they are. My first bribe, which is not in effect, reveal what the first bribe will be. It will be $5,000. And no.
That ain't no Tesla, bro.
If that doesn't work, I'll give you 50 grand. And if somehow all 1,100 of you decline the 5 grand and the 50 grand, reveal the third offer.
Oh my God.
$1 million.
It was a crud moment. But also, a lot of us were not going to go for $1 million. We were so committed at that point to being in the next show, and we had so much loyalty to people that the thought of betraying everybody was pretty tough. It's hard to understand if you're not in the games, the commitment that the vast majority of us had to not take any bribe. It's almost unfathomable.
It's literally 1/5 of the prize money. When that timer starts, the $5,000 bribe will be in play. If anyone wants to exchange 99 players for 5 grand, it's right here. Start the timer.
I think we got this. I'm just hoping that someone else on a different team is willing to leave.
$5,000.
5 grand? I'm trying to give someone 5 grand.
Nobody wants $5,000.
$5,000 is nothing.
$5,000 up for grabs.
5,000? Wait, right now?
Every single team has declined the 5 grand.
Part of it was the fun of the moment, but also part of it was trying to hype up and galvanize your team not to leave. So there was a girl on my platform that I thought might leave. She just kind of gave me this vibe that she wasn't serious about being there. And every platform had those people, every single platform. And what a lot of people did is they started kind of aggressively vilifying those people. You better not leave. We're all counting on you. You better stay. A couple girls were crying after. I went over and gave them a hug. And I was like, what happened? And they said, these guys, blah, 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 blah. But for me, I was sitting next to a girl who I didn't trust. And so my strategy was to make her feel a part of the team. So I tried to get to know her, asked her name, and I just opened up conversation and told her that we were really lucky to have her on our team. Yeah, a lot of this was just trying to galvanize your team as well, to try to proactively prevent someone from jumping.
It's like no one has any interest. You can go ahead and reset the timer. Put it back to 10 minutes. They don't want it. This offer is off the table. For this group of 1,100 people, the price of betrayal was clearly higher than $5,000. But as we got ready for the next bribe of $50,000, the entire stadium started to change. People on every single platform were inching closer to the edge, getting ready to jump. Because everyone here
like this.
is competing with...
Just like this. Like there's people doing this and you're like, what are you doing, man? Like, what are you literally doing? Why are you playing with fire, you know?
One thing on their mind.
This amount of money is life-changing.
To my 7-month-old baby, Layla, I love you and I'm doing this for you.
If you win $5 million, what are you spending it on?
Finishing my college degree and start an animal rescue.
Well, I bought my dad a house because he's a disabled veteran.
I'm gonna buy a house because my house burned down.
I quit my job to be here.
Did anyone else quit their job? Wait, why would you do that? They may have said no to $5,000, but $50,000 is a different story. Now, things are gonna get very interesting. When that timer starts, whoever touches the ground first will now receive $50,000. But I did not expect for this offer to be so irresistible that someone would actually jump before the timer even started. What? No, it hasn't started yet. Oh my God.
The timer didn't start.
She still stepped off. She's not gonna get it because the timer hadn't started, but she stepped off. Oh no.
I don't remember him saying that. I think that's some voiceover stuff they put in after. We thought she got the money because, like, they're making it very clear here that it happened one way. I'm telling you, it did not happen this way. She steps off. Everyone goes bonkers. It's pandemonium. We're all like, we're going to the show. It was crazy. And then it was like, oh yeah, well, the timer didn't start. But the thing was, is he had said things like, all right, $5,000 is done. We're moving on to the $50,000. And then she jumps or something. So maybe I missed something. But from my perspective, we didn't know that she wasn't gonna get the money.
I didn't start the timer yet. Oh my gosh. No, because the timer hadn't started yet.
Yeah, I mean, so he clearly said that to her, but I don't think that was right. I felt like she deserved $50,000 because we were on to the $50,000 round, and the timer was a formality.
Oh my God, 99 people just lost out on $5 million. All because she jumped.
I'm sorry, but she stepped off. Her team was in disbelief that they had just been betrayed, and they were absolutely devastated that they would not be moving on to Beast Games. All right, platform 6. You got the money? No, you guys are eliminated. I'm sorry, she stepped off. Here.
Nobody touched the ground after for like 20 minutes because I think at some level we were all scared actually that for some reason our team would be eliminated too. Like we didn't get to go, and we were all like, I'm surprised of the 1,000 people left, not a single person was like, cool, man. Well, now I can get off the platform instead of being bunched together with a bunch of people. Nobody got off the platform.
You guys can head to the exit. I'm sorry. That final game was brutal, but it's nothing compared to what these 1,000 remaining contestants are about to face. They have now earned their spot in the...
All right, so then he told us to get off the platform. We all run off. They don't show it well here. It was amazing. Because they had all this cash, right? Like all these crinkled up dollar bills and the $5 million mound of cash. So we go running in, people are grabbing money, throwing it in the air. I think someone jumped in the money and started throwing the money in the air. It was crazy. And we're like throwing money, yelling, jumping up and down. And Mr. Beast is sitting on top of the pile of money. They had this one shot where they had like a video like right in front of him and it zoomed out or zoomed in or something like while he's sitting on the money with everyone jumping around. And I thought, that's the coolest shot ever. I don't think they put it in the video, which is just insane. But this was kind of an amazing moment. It was the moment when 1,000 people won.
Biggest competition series of all time. And one of them will walk away with $5 million in cash.
Yeah. So then also some people stole this money. We got an email later that said they counted all the money and it was missing like 17 grand or something. I mean, there's like 1,000 cameras. They set the world record. But some people were getting money put in their pocket. I think it was like 17K. Don't quote me exactly, but there was a handful of thousands that were missing. And I think they went through the footage, found the people that took the money, and then eliminated them from the Prime show. They said, you're done. And they had alternates come in.
Before they do, they will have to compete in Beast Games. And that concludes this YouTube video. But check this out. Turn on the lights.